Hello, welcome back. Hope you've been happy, healthy, and safe. Today we are going to do a pick your card reading. Ahead of me we have three stones here. Amethyst, black tourmaline, and I think that is Lepo Delight. I can't really say the name, but yeah, this beautiful heart stone here of whatever it is. We are going to clear the energy first, and then we are going to start with a general message for everyone. I just sat back and channeled some messages, so we'll review those. And then I have channeled a message for each pile as well. So yeah, we'll get into those. They come with, I channeled names and words, as well as a song. So, stay tuned for those. I will put timestamps below so you can just skip to, the pile, you were drawn to, as well as the general message if you do not feel you need the clearing. All right, let's begin. All right. Okay, so the general message that we have for the beginning, this is March 19th, 2023. But whenever you were drawn to this reading is the time for you. However, this may resonate with you right now. So for the date channeled reading, the general message, new beginnings because of endings. Growth and expansion is on the horizon for you. Your spirit team is congratulating you on the steps you've taken this far on your path. You are being guided at this time by your spirit team, and you're being reassured to trust your internal nudges, signs, feelings at this time. And that is a general message for everyone here that came to this reading. So hopefully that helps you. Okay, so we will get into the readings. Okay, so for pile one, your message that I channel for you is, I was picking up that you're feeling really sad in life. It feels like it hasn't really turned out the way you kind of imagined that it would. Spirit is coming across saying it will get better, but you need to look at the areas you need to change in your life. Things that need to be let go of, areas maybe you need to forgive yourself and others. You need to be less hard on yourself. Okay, this was coming across very strongly. Those I'm connecting with pile one, I do believe you are very hard on yourself. Okay, you want to have compassion, understand that, others might have different opinions than you do. They might do things differently than you do. They might understand or have different learning than you do. And you need to kind of chill and be okay with that. Realize their response to things is different than yours because of their lives. It's their lives. They experience different things in their lives. They, had different upbringing. They had different social circles. All those things brought about different experiences in their lives. So they will respond to situations differently than you may respond to differently. So understand that it's their life, not yours. Okay? They did come to experience those different emotions, situations, and they're at different levels in their life. You have to be okay with that. Don't control their life. If you aren't okay with, how they're living their life, maybe you need to remove yourself from it. Remove yourself from that situation or, that person or, just remove yourself from maybe that moment, and just go and find things, situations, people that you actually do vibe with, and just spirit coming across very strongly saying you need to find your tribe. So that is the message for pile 1. I also channeled some names, some words, and a song. So the names that came across, so these could be your names, maybe people around you, their names, names of family members, friends, just what resonates with you. If a name doesn't resonate at all, it doesn't mean really anything. It just means it didn't come up. You can check out other piles if maybe trust your intuition, and if this does not feel like your pile, then it most likely will not be. So the names that came across when I channeled were Ron, Carol, Aurora, Aaron, Chad, Vincent, Brighton. That's all I really got for names for the pile 1. The words that came through, so note these could be how you're feeling, maybe describe somebody, something they say, maybe how they are, whatever resonates with you, or has meaning with you. And no, all the words may not have meaning for you. So the words that were coming through were more, tired, spun out, crazy, warning, cold, bitter, alone, weak, alcoholism, shopaholic, hoarder, messy, fanatic, judgmental. And the song that came through was Through the Eyes of a Stranger. So you might want to Google that song if you're not familiar with it. I'm not really familiar with it. That's just a name that pops in for the song. So I'm not sure if that's a lyric in the song or if it's actually the song title. I'm not actually familiar with that song. But go and check that out. Google it, Through the Eyes of a Stranger. Listen to the lyrics. See if that has meaning for you. Alright, so that's the channel messages that came through for pile 1. So we will get right into the reading for you. Okay, and I did not pre-shuffle. So we will see what comes out here for you guys. Alright, so yeah, we have conflict and defeat. We have authority, and we have base chakra. Okay. We also have rest and rejuvenate and spiritual strength. Okay. Coming through for you guys. Let's get some. For you guys, I think we should get some surrender cards. So these ones here. Just what you might need to surrender right at this time, because I'm feeling this is kind of a heavier pile. You really need still some healing, it feels like. Yeah. So we'll get some surrender cards here for you guys. Help you on your journey. Okay, so what do we have here? Yeah. Okay, surrender. Yeah. All right. Okay. And some clarifiers, some energy cards here for you. I'm sorry, that is just the snow falling off my roof if you heard that. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, you got the conflict and defeat. You got a 5, which represents change and a lot of power. You also have the what you need to surrender unhealthy relationships. Okay, and awakening genius with the 29. Awakening genius. So with these 3 cards here, and this represents, you know, your past. Yeah, this is your past. I do feel, though, that this past is still affecting your future here. Because it feels like you're kind of stuck in this energy here. Okay, and I'll explain. Okay, so with the 5 and change, it feels like in the past, you've recognized that you need to come out of the conflict and defeat. You're coming down from that, right? It says you need to surrender unhealthy relationships. It feels like you are in the process of doing that. However, you haven't done it completely. You're still surrounded by very toxic people that, and situations that just don't serve you. You're not being felt like you're being heard. You're not feeling like you are worthy. You're not accepting yourself for all the things that you've accomplished in life. I feel you come across as a kind person, but you come across as not in your own power. Like, I'm feeling like you let people walk all over you. And it's like you're coming out of this situation. You're realizing that people are walking all over you. You feel it. You want to do something about it, but you're just not quite there. You're still letting them walk all over you. Not as much as you used to, maybe in the past. It says, because I am getting the endings here, if you add these two numbers up, it does add up to an 11. So, and this is the 2, that's unions, partnerships, things like that, couple. So it's like you are waking up to the knowledge that you are being taken advantage of. Okay? And the realization that you need to let go of these unhealthy relationships. Okay? You need to surrender denial. Denial that someone has had control over you, and they had all the power. You need to surrender denial that you actually have this power, and you need to take it back. Okay? You need to, it says, accept people and situations current exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see it clearly and make the best decisions. So it's almost like, you see here she has a blindfold on. It's almost like you're denying the fact that these people around you, or maybe a particular person, is controlling you, controlling your life. And it does, we got healing the heart. I'm also picking up that maybe someone in this situation has a lot of heart problems. So they might have maybe they've had heart attacks in the past, or they have a heart condition, or yeah, I'm just feeling something to do with around the heart. And this could be you. It does feel like someone around you, though, and they need to heal that. Like, they come across very cold, very, very harsh, very closed off, okay? And that needs to be healed. Okay? And it feels like they're very hard on their communication, maybe. They're very authoritative, very, very controlling in their heart space. And you need to accept the fact that they are like this. You can't change them. You can't be sad about their past, things that happened in their past. Oh, well, because I'm hearing in my head, oh, well, you know, they had a hard life, they will change, you know, things didn't work out for them, that's why they are this way. And it feels like there's excuses being made here. Okay, in this current situation here, base chakra. So there is a feeling here that there needs to be safety, there needs to be structure, there needs to be firm foundations. And you're wishing for this. It says wish upon a star. You're wishing and praying, but I feel like the people that I'm talking to here, you want it, you wish for it, it's deep within you, but you're not communicating that. And there needs to be more communication in order to end this and actually surrender to the miracles that are waiting around the corner for you. You just have to, like it says here, be open to the miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance, banish any doubt that miracles can happen, because I feel like feels like you want these miracles. You're aiming for these miracles, but you don't truly believe that it can happen. You're stuck here. You think, if you let go of these relationships, if you let go, there's always excuses why you can't. But it feels really like, you know, you need to surrender to this. You need to surrender that you actually can. Okay? Rest and rejuvenation. And you need to surrender resentment. So moving forward, for some of you, I do feel that you have already left this. You've recognized and you've left this. You surrender to your denials that this person, whatever, or these people, whatever, change, and you move forward. Now you're in this kind of blind sort of stage where you're, you know, you don't know where you're going. You're just kind of, okay, navigating blindly through life right now, and you're wishing upon the star for these new foundations and things like that. But again, you're still holding on to past resentments here, and all that's doing is, when you hold on to situations, maybe people, past careers, things that didn't work out in your life, note that you're the only one holding on to these things. 9 times out of 10, the other person or the other people in the situation, they've let it go. It's like this umbrella just floating through the wind. They let it go. So why can't you? Is basically what's coming across here. And, you know, don't be afraid to forgive yourself for past mistakes. Don't be afraid to heal from them. Don't be afraid to step into the unknown, because you really don't know, you know, where it's going to take you. Okay, and then you have spiritual strength, surrender to the silence, and sacred reverence. Okay, for this one, I am feeling that maybe I'm actually feeling, for a select number of you that I'm talking to, is you come from a religious background or upbringing. And that could be a lot where the control, maybe someone was controlling you in that situation and you moved past that. Or maybe you're in the process of doing so. Whichever it is, I do feel there's endings here. And you need to do what's right for you. Trust your intuition. Have the strength to move forward. Find that inner peace. Surrender to being silent and still. You need to listen to your own internal guidance. You need to quiet your thoughts. Because I am feeling that there's a lot going on in your head. Like, you're constantly thinking. Like, it's almost I guess I'll give you an example. I met this girl recently, and she has depression. She explained to me what it's like, because I asked, I'm very curious about this stuff. I asked what it's like how she feels, you know, like what does it feel like to be depressed? Like what, to have depression, to have mental illness, to have those things, right? And she said, she described it like this. She said, like, I'll go to the grocery store to buy a jug of milk, and there'll be 3 different kinds of milk there, or 4. And she said, I get so overwhelmed with my thoughts of, if I buy this milk, maybe I'm making a wrong decision. What if that I buy that milk, it's a better price, but what if it's not the right milk? And she said she thinks she'll stand there and it's like the biggest decision of her life to buy a jug of milk. And to me, well, yeah, that sounds really crazy, and it sounds like, you know, unfathomable to me that someone could live in this energy. But the reality of the situation is there's quite a few people in the world right now that are living in this situation. And the people that I'm connecting to, it feels like you probably are living in this situation. But no, there is help for you. You don't have to live in this situation. You can seek medical advice. You are not powerless. There are things that you can do. You can go see a doctor. You don't have to live in that energy. And yes, it's true. You could be spiritual, and somebody is trying to hush you, but you could also have mental illnesses that need to be dealt with. And that's okay. Don't make somebody, don't let somebody make you feel less than because of it. Because those words that I was channeling, maybe that's what they're saying to you. You're spun out, you're crazy, or maybe you, to hush the thoughts in your mind, maybe you've turned to alcoholism, or maybe they have, or maybe you're telling them they're spun out, they're crazy. Maybe you need to leave them. Maybe they need help. But note, you can't control them. If they don't want help, then you'll never change them. You can't. People want to change. They want to have to change. Otherwise, they're not going to change, right? Trust me, I know this very well. And you have to surrender to that denial that they will change, because maybe they won't, and maybe you need to move away from this energy and focus on you, right? So whether you need the mental help or they need the mental help or whatever, I am picking up someone in this situation needs some help, some physical help from a doctor to deal with all the things going on in their what I like to call monkey mind. And we all have a monkey mind, but some people's monkey mind is very unhealthy and can get away from them. So don't be ashamed if you need help. Okay, so those are your messages for pile 1. Okay, moving on to pile 2. Sorry, I just have to clear the energy. Just give me a moment. Okay, pile 2. Let's call your guides in. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Alright, pile 2. Alright, let's use different decks for pile 2. That was some intense energies there. Alright, so let's go with... We love this deck. Let's go with this deck for pile 2. All right, pile 2. Spirit guides. What do you have to say to pile 2? Okay, so pile 2. I'll shuffle the cards and we'll go through the channel messages that I picked up for you guys. And then, okay. Okay, so before we get some clarifiers, let's get into the messages for pile 2. Okay, so pile 2, where are you? Okay, so your channeled messages. Okay, so your guides came across and they are saying run. Okay, so this has two meanings for me. One, the run means somebody is an avid runner. I am picking up that quite strongly. They just run. I'm getting the other meaning coming across is they are, you're running, like, not figuratively, but, you know, like emotionally, or, you know, like you're running and avoiding certain situations in your life that maybe need to be addressed. That's sort of what I'm getting here. You're not a physical runner. You're actually like a runner of things, of situations. You're like an avoider. How I would explain that. You avoid stuff. You just like, oh my God, something's happening. I gotta run. I'm out. You know, maybe feelings get too much for you and you're like, oh my God, I gotta go, right? Like, it's just overwhelming to you. You just, you go and you have to go shop, or you have to go clean, or you have to do other things. You just can't deal. That's how this comes across to me. Spirit coming across saying you're not listening to your feelings. This is very big for you. So when they arise, you're not listening. And it may be because of social, cultural, or maybe just general upbringing, like your life in general, just the way you were brought up. Spirit is saying you will never attract the things in life that you want if you keep avoiding your emotions. Okay, they came through very strongly with this. If there's certain situations or people, things, that make you feel a certain way, you need to sit with that. You need to let it out. So let's say something makes you feel really good. You want to, maybe a certain song comes on the radio and you just want to dance. You just want to break out and dance. Maybe you're in your kitchen, you know, maybe your significant other is in the other room. You don't want to break out and dance because you're afraid of what they might think. Okay? You're afraid to show that fun side of you, maybe. Or it could be, another example is the opposite. Maybe you get really sad. Maybe you just had news of a friend dying, and perhaps you're in front of some friends or some coworkers, and you just don't show emotion. You just swallow it down, and maybe you feel like you want to burst out and cry, but you can't. And Spirit is coming across saying that is very unhealthy. You need to stop bottling up your emotions. You need to feel your emotions, because it is really feeling like you're not doing that. And for me, I'm a feeler. I feel you. Obviously, that's how I describe in these readings. I feel everything. I have felt everything all my life, and people have been, you're too sensitive, you're too this, you're too that. And for years I did try to kind of, control, but sometimes I just could not control my emotions. And I realized that's okay. It's okay to feel emotion. It's the whole reason we're living, is to feel emotion. Right? It's the whole point of life, really. So you need to sit with it. You need to ask why it makes you feel that way. Spirit is saying your whole life will change in miraculous ways when you actually be true to you and to listen and trust yourself. So if you're with certain people and they make you feel angry, listen to why it's making you feel angry. If they make you feel sad, listen to why it makes you feel sad. Why they trigger you to make you feel angry or sad, or maybe why they trigger you to feel happy. And then, really feel and sit with that. And understand that, and move away from those situations, those people that make you feel a certain way. Or just by understanding, maybe that person, maybe there's nothing wrong with that person. It's just maybe they were present when, say, someone really close to you died, and so now every time you see that person, it brings up that memory that makes you feel sad, but you're not acknowledging that that's the reason why that person is making you sad. You just always feel sad around them. So you have to sit with those emotions. Okay? If there's a situation, let's say you do drugs or alcohol, if something always makes you, let's say something happens in your life and you turn to the drugs and alcohol, ask yourself, why? Why? Why is this my crutch? Or maybe you're an overeater, or who knows? It could be anything, right? But you have to feel. We substitute things that try to make us feel better, like alcohol, drugs, food, shopping, hoarding, all these things. We substitute that to make us feel better. But we have to ask, In order to heal those habits, we have to ask ourselves what is triggering this habit. Okay? So listen and trust yourself. Your spirit is trying to tell you something. Okay, so that is a message that came across for you. I also channeled names and words and a song. Okay, so the names, it could be people around you, it could be your name, it could be friends, family, co-workers, or they could be nobody's name. It could just be names, right? Take what resonates and what doesn't. The words, they could describe, you could hear, maybe people say, maybe it's something you always say, maybe it's how you feel about yourself. Take it how it means to you, okay? So the names that I channeled were Sandy, Forrester, Michael, Michelle, Harriet, John, Fabian, Shane, Helen, Shirley, Zane, Manuel, and Zara. The words that came through were lazy, hairy, blonde, stupid, moron, ugly, fat, lack, intense, OCD, player, sociopath, self-absorbed, vanity, fearful, judgmental. And the song that came across is The Sound of Silence. So you will want to Google that song. So there might be, maybe it's a song somebody listens to, maybe the lyrics have meaning to you, something like that, okay? Yeah. So anyways, so those, again, those could be words, you know, that somebody says to you, or that you you feel or you say a lot, or yeah, just stuff like that. People around you. Also note that a lot of my messages, let's say you watch this reading and nothing actually resonates, but maybe there's names in there for people around you, and maybe those are things, you know your friends, you know your family, maybe it's someone around you that needs this message. So I encourage you to listen to the messages, okay? All right, so let's get some clarifiers. Let's go with these guys for you. Okay, so first one, yeah. And there's negativity, worry, and sleeplessness. Yeah, so okay. Okay, so I do feel like right now, okay, so I'm picking up on two things here right now. I'm actually picking up on there's someone out there is studying for something. Perhaps you're a student or something like that, and you're studying right now. You're up worrying, you're worrying that maybe you made a wrong choice, things like that. You're all up in your head. This is coming to an end for you. You know, it feels like, you know, maybe you thought this was your passion and it wasn't, things like that. Or it was. It does feel like, you know, you will get a message that there is success here. okay, for you. Okay, so that's just for somebody out there, a specific message. For others of you, it does feel like, again, you're up in this, all up in your head mentality. Maybe there's a lot of negativity, a worry around you, sleepless nights. Spirit is coming across saying you need to be honest with yourself. There needs to be healing here. There needs to be healing around some partnerships that may be around you. Okay, there is messages coming in for you, and it's funny because it feels like this is the message coming in for you, and it's like, success, congratulations, Spirit, very happy. Healing. You need to heal from, again, with the words that I channeled, it feels like either maybe you are the person that is very negative, all up in your head. Maybe you think somebody can't do something right. I do feel it the other way. I feel like it's somebody around you that makes you feel this way. Okay? And that creates a lot of negativity. Maybe they call you fat, stupid, things like that, right? And you need to be honest with yourself. You don't need that. Okay? You don't need that in your life. You're in the energy right now of relief. Moving on. Healing, new journeys, and it does feel like because you're making that decision to be true to you, to move away from this. Okay, it does feel like though that you are still you're moving still in overanalyzing because you have too many choices. So you're kind of procrastinating. Yeah, I feel like Spirit coming across saying you need to make a decision. These decisions, you need to make a decision of where you belong. That will create the structures, the foundations, change, new beginnings for you, right? And this will move you into a space of endings of old ways. It'll bring you towards your wishes, your dreams. It'll bring you towards hope and happiness. So it's waiting for you. You just have to be willing to release old, maybe your own behaviors, maybe other people's behaviors towards you. Maybe there's certain people that come into your life that are, telling you all these negative things, that you're not good enough, that you won't succeed, that you won't, but you will. Note that you can and you will. Okay, let's get some advice here for you. Okay. Yeah, message is trying to reach you. Yeah. So, and I do feel like this is the message. A light-filled angel is at your side. So, no, you are being guided on your journey. So, the success is there. You can do the things. Messages are there. Maybe this is your message. Okay? Communications forever. Just trust. It's time for a change. Yeah. So, you need to heal. You need to change. you need to accept, be honest with yourself, move out of this negativity. If it is people around you, you need to move away from it. Okay. A difficult path has been revealed. So yeah, maybe you definitely need change. You definitely need change. And it does feel like you are procrastinating a little bit, and you do need to make a decision here. And you need to have the strength and stick with the decision that you make. And follow your internal guidance. Follow your internal compass. Spirit is here. Spirit has been trying to reach out to you. They have a message for you. Trust your intuition. And if you believe in signs and synchronicities, this is it. This is your sign. You are unique. You see, wishes, if you move away from this, be honest with yourself. Move away from this energy. Okay? Be honest. You will move into a situation of hope. You will have healing here. Your wishes, dreams, and happiness will come to you. You are unique. Be brave. Be a little crazy. Again, coming back to that situation where you need to sit with your feelings. If you want to dance, break out and fucking dance. Just do it. Be you. Don't let people hold you back because of their negativity, because they want to tell you that you're stupid or you're fat or ugly or something, right? Because, you know, they might be a sociopath. They might be a narcissist. They might be, you know, just trying to keep you down. Do not dim your light for anyone. Okay? So that is a message for pile 2. Okay. Just gonna clear these cards. And we will move to pile 3. And you are more than welcome to stick with me till the end. Alright, okay, I have to clear that energy. Alright, pile 3. Alright, pile 3. Okay, let's start off pile 3 with your channeled messages. Okay. Pile 3. Okay, so thank God. Thank God I got different energy for you guys in pile 3. Thank God. Because the first one was kind of heavy. The second one was sort of heavy as well. But the third pile, when I channeled your messages, I got such a happy, excited feeling. So I feel right now you are very happy. You are very excited about something. You feel like life is about to advance you forward with great leaps, I do feel. Spirit says yes. Yes, it is. But you have to trust that they are so proud of your leadership and your advancements, of how far you've made it in your life to this point. I do feel like the journey has not been easy for you, but you know, you've done a lot of healing, and you're on the verge of major breakthroughs here. So Spirit saying, where you finally kind of get it. but they are warning you that you do need to stay grounded, humble, and present because good things are coming. Okay. All right. Okay, so here's what else I channeled for you guys. Like, still, extreme excitement. It was amazing. The names that I channeled for you guys was Paul, Wayne, Harold, John, Kyle, Samantha, Jude, Janet, Christine, Jennifer, Raymond, Yelena, Mandy, Susan, Farah, Raven, Whitney, Kurt, and Riley. Okay, so the words that came through were emotional, so someone's very emotional. I do feel that. Ring, baby, finances, windfall. So that could be why you're very emotional. Something big is happening in your life. Knowing, the signs, synchronicities, car, purple. So somebody wears purple or you see purple. Dark, so they could have dark skin, or maybe something happens at night. Moon, funny. Crystals, they might like crystals. Mechanic, baker, butcher, horses coming through. The song coming through. So Counting Stars there was 2 songs that actually came through for you. Counting Stars and Be My Sunshine. So look those up and see what makes sense to you. And yeah. Okay, so for you, which cards do we want for you? We want these ones. We want these ones for you. Pile 3. All right. Oh yeah. Ooh. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. And we will get, let's see these guys. All right, and let's go one more. One more. We like to tell a story. Oh. And I guess this one wants to come through. All right. Okay, so what do we have here? I do believe that miracles right now are occurring in your life. I do believe that you really followed your intuition. It feels like you followed almost, because it's coming through, it's saying ancient wisdom. It almost does feel that way. Like you followed a deep knowing within you. and you let go, and you've cleared the air. You put things behind you that you no longer needed, and you've entered the temple of your own truth. And you basically learn to value all the things that you've learned up until this point, right? This feels so good. You've remained balanced here, and you've chose wisely on your path. You've had a feeling and a knowing all along that all things are possible. It feels like you've had the courage to just be yourself. I feel like you see things through to the end, and Spirit, they're happy with that. I feel like for some of you here, I feel like this is a specific message for somebody. So something had happened at night. I do feel around communication. Maybe something, it says calm the waters. So something basically got a little heated, a little bit charged. Maybe at nighttime. Because I did channel the moon and dark, and in this picture there's a big giant moon, and it is dark in this picture. Okay, so but I am not feeling this is for everybody. I do believe this is only for specific to one, this message here. So you calmed something. You calmed a situation down that perhaps happened at night in the dark on the full moon, perhaps. You trusted your intuition. You found sanctuary because of this situation, and you protected what you loved here. Because you felt it was your duty and your responsibility. This does have to do with partnerships and change for some of you. It is also saying, for the rest of you, that there are situations in your life right now where you do need to calm the waters. Maybe these communications, maybe there's communications and stuff around you that, people are still sort of taking an approach trying to make you feel it's not the right decision or whatever. But I feel like you're listening to your intuition, and you know the path to take, and you're going to protect what you love, and you're opening up to your spiritual source. You are trusting that intuition, you're trusting where you're going, and you're going to see it through to the end. This is bringing you to an eternal connection. You're getting the Twin Flames card. So for some of you, this is bringing you towards, something higher. Maybe you listen to signs, synchronicities. You followed that. It's bringing a pretty big transformation for you. A lot of new energies, a lot of fresh energies, a lot of healing, a lot of love, a lot of passion. And this is driving you towards success and happiness. And just know, do not give up, because it is coming for you. But you have to stay present. Enjoy now. Enjoy right now. I feel for this group that you really do. Like, I feel a lot of excitement. For some of you, like I channeled there some words. I feel like maybe some of you just recently got engaged. Maybe that's where the ring comes in. You won something. Maybe you a baby has come in, or you have an announcement of a baby or something like that. And it's bringing you forward and to a new chapter in your life, and is going to make you very happy. But just stay present, enjoy the little things in life. I do believe that you made a decision to accept what is. You recognized your power in all situations. You recognize that you are following the path of your own soul. You are following signs, synchronicities. You're not allowing anyone at this point in your life to I feel like you're listening to advice and stuff from other people, but you're recognizing their perceptions, where their perceptions are coming from, but you're just accepting it. You're not accepting it as your own truth anymore, like perhaps you did in the past. You're listening to their warnings, but you're also listening to your own internal guidance, and that is bringing you forward. I do believe that something big, a breakthrough is at hand. So something big is coming in for you guys, pile 3. With all that excitement, I feel that you feel it too. Okay. Nice. Okay. I think I will leave it there because I've talked so much that I'm starting to choke up. I need to go get some water. So I hope this has helped you, and stay tuned. We will do you versus them reading, and possibly a general reading, or maybe if you guys like the pick your piles, go ahead and subscribe, leave me a comment, like, share, whatever the case may be. If this reading resonates with you, that's great. If it resonates for someone you know, please share the video so they get the messages. Thank you, and I hope you stay healthy, happy, and safe.